Hello and welcome back. This is lesson 13 of the General English course for elementary level students using Interchange 1 course book by Jackson Richards. Last time we stopped here in exercise 7, which is a conversation, and the title is I work in the afternoon. We have two people, Christina, the lady in the photo, and a taxi driver. Okay? Based on the photo, we can just simply tell that we can see if we describe the photo. Please pause the video, describe the photo for yourself before you listen to me. Great. So, in the photo, we can simply tell that we can see half of a taxi, like a taxi vehicle, car, and then we also have a lady. Seems she is smiling, or maybe she's in a hurry, or maybe she is having a conversation with a taxi driver. I'm not sure. Okay, so let me just... Great. So I can just simply tell this about the picture. We can say I can see some trees in the back of the photo. We can see some, like she has a long hair, maybe black, brown, dark brown, and well, she also has a bracelet in her right hand, and you can go on describing the whole photo in detail. So we're going to listen to the conversation, and you have to answer these two questions. What time does Christina usually start work? What time does Christina eat dinner? So I'm going to play, listen carefully, and answer these two questions for me, please.
Page 11.
Exercise 7. Conversation. I work in the afternoon. Part A. Listen and practice.
I need to go to National Bank downtown, please. I'm late for a meeting.
No problem. What time is your meeting?
In 10 minutes. I don't usually work in the morning.
Really? What time do you usually go to work?
I work in the afternoon. I start at 1.
That's pretty late. Do you like to work in the afternoon?
Yes, I do. I work better in the afternoon. I finish at 7 or 8, then I go home and eat dinner at around 10:30.
Wow, you have dinner late. I go to bed every night at 8 o'clock.
Really? That seems so early.
Okay, that was the conversation. If you did not understand, you can go back and listen to the conversation again, see if you can tell the answer. But I'm now going to reveal the answer. Tell you that Christina usually starts work at 1 in the afternoon. And what time does Christina eat dinner? Christina eats dinner at 10:30 p.m. Okay? So now I'm going to reveal the conversation. Okay? We're going to read it together and practice. Okay? I need to go to National Bank downtown, please. I'm late for a meeting. No problem. What time is your meeting? In 10 minutes. I don't usually work in the morning. Really? What time do you usually go to work? I work in the afternoon. I start at 1. This is the answer for our very first question. That's pretty late. Do you like to work in the afternoon? Yes, I do. I work better in the afternoon. I finish at 7 or 8, then I go home and eat dinner at around 10:30. Wow, you have dinner late. I go to bed every night at 8. Really? That seems so early. Now we're going to listen to the rest of the conversation. What time does the taxi driver start work? What time does he finish? Okay? So listen carefully and answer these two questions.
Page 11. Exercise 7. Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What time does the taxi driver start work? What time does he finish?
If you go to sleep at 8, what time do you wake up?
Pretty early. I start work at 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning? Wow. What's your typical day like?
Well, I get up at 3 a.m. Then I drive from 4 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon.
That's a long day.
Yes, but I like it. I talk to people from all over the world and see many beautiful parts of the city.
That's nice. I only see the National Bank.
Okay, the answers. If you could not get the answers, please go back, listen to the rest of the conversation again, and then write down the answers once you, before hearing my answers, please. So what time does the taxi driver start work? He said, I get up very, very early, which is at 4. He starts work at 4 in the morning. And then he says, what time does he finish? Then I drive from 4 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. That means he finished at 2 p.m. or in the afternoon. Okay? So that's all about this conversation. Please practice more and more. And I'm going to show you how you can practice. So here I have done that. If you can just have it on your screen, you can first take a look at the conversation and then come back here, do it this way. I have covered a few parts. See if you can do it on your own. If you could do that, I'm sure you will be able to recall many words while you use English in the real world. Okay? So now, we're going to jump to 8 and then we finish this lesson. Pronunciation, syllable stress. Listen and practice. Notice which syllable has the main stress. Remember that a syllable is one part of a word, which usually contains one vowel sound. Okay? So here we're going to learn which syllable of these words is stressed, or basically is the main stress. Okay? Now, I'm going to play the audio. See if you can tell which part is actually stressed. More stressed, we can say.
Page 11. Exercise 8. Pronunciation. Syllable stress. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice which syllable has the main stress.
Dancer, salesperson, accountant.
Okay, dancer or dancer, salesperson, accountant, okay? You can simply practice this. Now, what I am going to ask you to do is to put these other words into these categories, okay? Which one actually looks like dancer? You put it here. Suppose tutor is like dancer, so you put it here. What you can do, first you can do it on your own without looking these words up in any dictionary, and then you can double check. And here what you can do to double check whether you were correct or not. So suppose we're going to check carpenter. Okay, now
carpenter.
As you can see, carpenter or carpenter, the main stress is on the very first syllable. That means carpenter looks like salesperson. Okay? So how you can tell this little like apostrophe, I can say, is here. Okay, so this little apostrophe can tell you where the stress is. Okay, very simple, but please do not look up the words in the dictionary. Do them on your own and then look them up in a dictionary like Longman, Oxford or Cambridge. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next lesson, have a great time.